Hi, it's Daynelle, your ADHA head delegate. Wanted to give you a heads up that our State House of Delegates meeting is coming up real soon. It's going to be Thursday, October 8th, and it will be held virtually. We're still looking for a couple component delegates from Northern and Salt Lake components, so if you think that's you, drop a comment below and we'll get in touch. Leading up to that, I wanted to give a recap on what happened at our national meeting this summer. We addressed 5 or 6 proposed resolutions that related directly to COVID. The couple that passed were supporting and utilizing hygienists in response to local, state, national, and global crises. Another one was advocating for hygienists to be included in local, state, and national crisis response policies. We also passed a PR that advocates that every dental hygienist apply for their NPI number, or their National Provider Identification Number. It's easy and free to do. If you want help with that, drop a comment below. We'll get in touch with you and help walk you through that process. We adopted some glossary terms, one of which was for orofacial and myofunctional therapy, as well as policy that acknowledges and supports hygienists trained as those OMTs. So it wasn't perfect, but we'll see some cleanup PRs to come this next House of Delegates session, I'm sure. We adopted policy on oral and oropharyngeal cancer screenings, and then we also amended our glossary term for the roles of dental hygienists to read: professional roles of the dental hygienist include, but are not limited to, clinical, educational, administrative, research, entrepreneurial, public health, and corporate positions, with advocacy being an integral component of all. So you all know that I love that advocacy part. Lastly, and super important, is it gives all of us the support we need, knowing that our professional association backs us and we stand up to be paid correctly. We should be paid as employees and not as independent contractors. So even when we're temping, you should be getting a W-2, not 1099. When you get a W-2, like an employee does, the employer pays their portion of taxes, including workers' comp, unemployment insurance, FICA, Medicare, state and federal portions, rather than you being responsible for not only your portion, but their portion as well when tax time comes. So the new policy states ADHA supports the federal government's Fair Labor Standards Act, in which dental hygienists must, as employees, be issued a W-2 by their permanent or temporary employers, with appropriate government withholdings made from their wages as appropriate to the statute. If you want to see what the final version of any of those look like, log on to adha.org, sign into your member login account. You'll come to this resources tab, come down to the House of Delegates icon, which will take you to this page here, and then just click on this top link that says Final Disposition of HOD Actions 2020, and it will walk you through everything that I just talked plus more. So looking forward to seeing you at our state meeting in October. Get a hold of us if you're in Northern and Salt Lake and want to be part of the House of Delegates.